Welcome to Retech Solution Python Programming. This is day 10. In this class, we're going to see about regular expressions in Python. A regular expression is a sequence of special sequence of character that help us to match or find other strings or a set of a string using a specialized syntax held in a pattern. Okay, regular expression is nothing but it is a type of a pattern. It's a separate type of a pattern which help us or enhance our programming to make some special operation. For example, in a matching a string, okay, we have seen in an operator, it helps to match whether the string is present in the match string, okay, but it will give us an output as a boolean value, okay, whether it will tell whether the true or false, okay. But what if I want to make a more powerful in it, okay? For example, I want to know where is the place and how many times the character has been repeated. Like that means I can use the regular expression, okay. And also regular expression also it used for mostly is used for validation of password, okay. It will check for the password validation whether this string has been present or not, or else it will give us some condition for us to make a password, okay. For example, the password should have at least 8 character. It should contain from a special character and alphabet and also capital letters, like that, okay. Like that things can be done with a regular expression, okay. Regular expression is nothing special to Python, but it is present in all programming language also, okay. The Python module RE, okay, in regular expression, in Python it was like a module, and we can import that module, okay. For working on with the regular expression, we should import our module, regular expression module, using the RE, okay. Provides full support for a Perl-like regular expression in Python. The RE module raises the expression re.error if an error occur, okay. It will also give us some error values also if our code or if our problem statement makes some error, and we can rectify it using that re.error, and we can know what is the error in our program, okay. The syntax, okay, next we're gonna, okay. The syntax of the regular expression is similar, will look like this, okay. We're going to import our regular expression using the import.re module, okay, from RE module, and here I have a string, okay. Hi from India, this is my string, and I want to search. What I'm doing is I'm going to search hi and India, okay. These are the special characters that can be used in a regular expression, okay. This cape symbol is nothing but of a start, okay. The string should start with hi, okay, and ending. This is a separate code. Sorry. Okay, this is a separate code, and it should end with, okay, this star symbol and the dollar symbol specify the end of a string, okay. It should start with hi and it should end with India, okay, like this, okay. Search for that thing in my string value, okay. This is the string I'm gonna search, okay. Like this I can print or search a string in a context, okay. This is a syntax of our regular expression, okay. We will see that with a practical example. I'm opening my Visual Studio Code, okay. Before we move on, I'm going to import my regular expression, okay. Import RE, okay. It has been showing me that RE is available for me, okay. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a string. It should be like a string 1, and it's going to say hello, this is Python, okay, and I'm going to search the hello keyword in my program, okay. I can, in our previous search method, I am using the in operator, okay. Print, what I'm going to do is hello in string 1, okay. This is my previous searching method I have used using the in operator, okay. I'm going to run this code. Okay, we got a value as a true. It's a boolean value, okay. We got a value as a true. It's a boolean value, okay. like this. But what if I want to know more in depth of this? Okay, for that I can use the regular expression, the power of the regular expression. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my module re dot search. Okay, search, and here I'm gonna put the string that I want to search. It's going to be hello, and in my value, I mean the variable of my string is string 1. Okay, I'm going to run this code. Okay, it has written an object for me. Okay, instead of boolean value, the re returns an object for me. It is re.match object spam 0 to 5 and match is equal to hello. Okay, it has been sent an object. It returned me an object. Okay, object as my value. Okay, okay, what are the performance I can do more than this? Okay, okay, what I can do is I can store this, I can store this search in a string. For example, I'm gonna search it in a string a. Okay, and I can perform more using this. Okay, for example, I'm gonna print b dot span. Okay, the span is nothing but of the index position, the hello is present. Okay, I'm gonna run this. Before that, I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna clear my console. Okay, I'm gonna run this. Okay, we got a index position from a hello value. It starts from 0 and ends at a 4. Okay, but it will tell up to 5 only. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, it ends at a 5. Okay, ends at a 5. Okay, okay, I can search the index. Okay, and then I can know the starting position of my starting position. Okay, starting index value. Okay, it starts at the 0th position. Okay, where it ends, I want to know where it ends. Okay, I want to know where it ends. Okay, it ends at 5. Okay, and also I can make a group. I have another keyword called group. Okay, hello. Okay, what's the keyword that's matching? Okay, simply searching in an in operator, the regular expression gives us some more power, more method to make use of that. Okay, for example, the index position, the start of the index position, end of the index position, like that. Okay, that's where the regular expression makes a vital role. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another thing. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna create a variable, another variable b. Okay, let it be b. Okay, b dot. I'm gonna re dot call another function called compile. Okay, I'm gonna call this compile. Compile. I'm gonna pass the keyword in it, hello. Okay, okay. This is another thing in a regular expression. Sorry. Okay, this compile is another method in the regular expression. What this compile does is this compile compiles the, for example, here I'm searching it, but if I print b now, if I print this, yeah, it simply says like that. Okay, what I can do is b dot search. Okay, I'm gonna b dot search the string value. Okay, I'm running this code. I'm running this code once again. Okay, it gives me an object like this. What I can do is, for example, what I can do now means I can make it as a pattern here. Okay, I'm gonna print pattern dot group. Okay, sorry, stop this code. Okay, I'm gonna clear my console. Okay, now I'm running this code once again. Okay, I got my group word hello. Okay, and also I can check whether what if I add another hello at the end of the string. Okay, I'm adding another hello at the end of my string. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call another inbuilt method find all. Okay, what is this going to do? What is this going to do is it's going to find all the hello keyword present in the string one. Okay, we have, I'm sorry, it throws me an error. Okay, forgot to pass the string value here. Okay, I'm gonna run this. Okay, what is this? I'm sorry. What I made a mistake is instead of entering the pattern, I should call the b function. The b is the compile, the variable that I've compiled, and I'm going to run this. It's going to show me how many hello keyword, hello word has been present in my string. Okay, I have a 2 hello, and this way we can find, we can make another powerful method in a search operation. This till now we are doing the search operation using a regular expression, but it gives us this much of extra capability to make our search little more advanced. Okay, this is some basic example of regular expression using a search option. Okay, next we're going to see another couple of things. Okay, another thing will be print b dot match. Okay, I'm going to find whether this string one. Okay, I'm going to pass a string and hello is this. Okay, a part of a string. I'm going to check whether this part of a string has a match in the my base string one. Okay, I'm going to run this code. Before that, I'm stopping it. I'm going to run this code. Yeah, we got a match in this. Okay, it shows me a match object. It gives me a match object and it gives me index position and also the match for it. And also I can another keyword here. Another thing is nothing but of full match. Okay, if I run this code, okay, it shows me a none because the full match does the check whether this string, okay, whether the string, the base of the string one has a full match. Okay, the whole string is equal to this. It's going to check like that. Okay, if it has a same like this means it will give me a true value. But what if it doesn't have, means it will show a null value. Okay, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to make both of the string looks same as, and I'm going to run this code. Sorry, I think the spaces also take spaces. Sorry for that. Okay, we got a match. Okay, even the spaces in my previous cases, I had a space in it, and that's why the match was not properly done. My text looks exactly same as even the spaces, so it gives me a match. Okay, it says it has a match for it. Okay, this way also we can make use of our regular expression. Okay, and make our search more effective. Okay, next we're going to see some regular expression conditions like that. Okay, I'm gonna comment this. Okay, what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to create another string. Okay, okay, this is my another string. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to find all the letters. I'm going to use a RE regular expression patterns. Okay, I'm going to use regular expression pattern. What I'm going to do is, okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to string 2 dot find all. Now opening my square bracket. Inside the square bracket, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I'm going to open my parenthesis, and inside the parenthesis I'm going to open my quotations, square bracket, and to find a to maybe m. Okay, like this, and I'm going to pass string underscore 2. Okay, here it should not be the string true, sorry, it should be the module of regular expression. Okay, the importer thing RE. Okay, RE dot find all a to m from the string to character. Okay, what will this do is, it will go and find all the character that is in between a to m. Okay, I'm running this code, stopping the current one. Okay, okay, we got in every word that is in between an a to m. Okay, a from starting from a and m. Okay, in between words we have get those words in a list format. Okay, this way we can use our regular expression, this method. Okay, anything in between square bracket, it will check the range. Okay, for example, it may be also 1 2 3 4. I can specify like this. Okay, we got our 1 2 and 3 and 4 has been left. We can, this way also we can find our inputs. Okay, find our characters using a find all, and this is what a regular expression key is. Okay, some sort of, we can say, an operator. Okay, we have an operator in Python, and that's to plus. Okay, this is a symbol which is used to specify the limits from character. Okay, start and range of a character. Okay, range of a character or a set of a character. Okay, if you wanna find the set of a character, match of a set of a character. Okay. Okay. Next thing is okay. Next thing is I want to find the digits. Okay. What if I want to find some digits in my string? Okay. For that, I'm going to open my backward slash d. Okay. This says the regex is a simple. It's a syntax for the regex to search the numbers present in my string value. Okay. I'm going to run this code. Okay, we got our numbers here 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the numbers present in our string. Okay, this way we can, this syntax, okay, forward slash d represents the, backward slash d represents the, to find the number of, to find if any number is present in our string. Okay. Okay, next thing is, what is the next thing is, I want to find starting from H to O. If any word start from H and O. Okay. This double dot represents this will be, if we have double dot like this, then the character before the character before the double dot is represented as a starting character, and after the double dot will represent as an end character. Okay. If I run this code, okay, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I should have fixed. Okay. Okay, we got the character that starts from HE and O. Okay, this way we can find our character using this type of method. Okay, for example, if I doesn't have hello, okay, I'm going to do like this means. Okay, it shows me none character which starts from HE and ends with the L. Okay, it will check whether it ends with the L or not. Okay, what if in our world WO starts with WO and ends at a 4 or maybe a D, I think so. Okay, we got our world. Okay, what if it was from 4? Because this is a set of a string, I think so, but I don't know what the Python looks it is. Okay, it will separate the string and as numbers. Okay, yeah, it separates the string and the numbers separately in the regular expression. Okay, if it was a normal Python means it will consider this as a full string, but in a regular expression we can separate the string and integer separately. Okay. Okay, next one is the starting of a string. Okay, print or e dot it starts with hello. Okay, I'm gonna run this code. This escape symbol. This escape symbol in RX it's denoted as a starting point of a symbol. Okay. Okay. Whether the word the string starts with a hello or not. For example, if I deleted the double quote, okay, what if I'm passing only hey here, not an hello. We got a proper answer because it starts with hello. Okay, what if I want a wrong keyword? Okay, maybe I'm checking whether this string starts with triple P. Okay, if this string starts with triple P or not. Okay, it will throw me an empty value because it doesn't start with the triple P. It starts with H and okay. That's why this escape symbol is used to check the starting point of a string. Okay, whether the string starts with this or not. Okay. Okay, we move on to our next regular expression symbols. Okay, our next will be end of. Okay, similar to the cape symbol, we have this dollar symbol to check whether this end with this word or not. Okay, for example, I'm going to run this. Doesn't end with the word, but it ends with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. I should do. Okay, I should place this dollar symbol at the end of my string. Okay, this way it will check whether this variable string class as a string ends with the 1, 2, 3, and 4, the end value. Okay, it will check the end value. I'm going to start running this. Yeah, we got our output clear. Okay, it tells that it starts with an end. Okay, we will make a loop here. We will make a conditional statement. Sorry, we will create a conditional statement. Okay, if using this regular expression, if string underscore 2 what we can make is I'm going to wrap this under a variable. Okay, and if y means I can print okay, then run this code. Okay, we got a proper output. Okay, because the string starts with the hello keyword. Okay, what if it was not hello like this? Okay, we got our output. It doesn't start with a hello. Okay, this way we can make a condition also using this regular expression. Okay, okay, we move to our next topic in a regular expression. Okay, our next is I'm gonna print ori dot find all. Okay, what I'm gonna search is I'm gonna find how many L character are present in the string of how many L. Okay, the character L is present, and then how many times the L character is present in this string to value. Okay, I'm going to stop this code. I'm going to run this block. It doesn't shows me nothing. Okay, the error is X should be in the front position. Okay, like this. It should be X followed by the star symbol. Okay, I'm running this code. Okay, we got a 3L. Okay, 3 L's in the character. Okay, okay. This way also we can find the number of characters that is present in the string, in our string. Okay. Okay, if it doesn't specify the X, okay, if I'm removing this X and I'm simply L and the star value. Okay, I'm running this code. Now it will tell the spaces. Okay, variables. Yeah, we got the character space. Okay, H E L L O and a space here, and W O R L D and the number characters. Okay, it will give a space for every empty character that is not matching with the L. Okay, this is how the regular expression help us to find. Okay, this is very useful in the type of password validation password and checking very accurately. Okay, for accuracy checking like that. Okay, our next thing is I'm going to print RE dot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open my quotation. I'm going to tell E. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to check whether if the string contains L followed by exactly two L character. Okay, for example, it should follow by E. It should start with E and L followed by a two L character. For example, ELL. Okay, this LELL. If it was like this, means it should shows me an output. Okay, it should return something. Okay, and a string variable true to. I'm gonna print this. Yeah, we got a ELL. Okay, ELL is present here. Okay, what if it was 3? What if it was a 3L character? It returns none because we don't have a 3L character. Okay, I'm adding another L here. Okay, I'm running this code once again. Okay, we got the output here. It returns the character 3 E followed by 3L character. Okay, this way also we can find our string. We can match or validate our string using regular expression. Okay. Okay. The next thing what I'm going to do is print RE dot find all. Open my quotations. I'm gonna condition using else. In my regular expression, what is hello or hi? Okay, which one is present in the string? I'm gonna check which hello or hi character is present in the string. Okay, I'm gonna run this code. Sorry, it was a 3L. Okay, sorry, I repeated 3L. Okay, we got the hello alone here because hi is not specified here. We got a hello. What if it was hi also is there? For example, hi, hello, hi, world, like this. If I run this code, it will print. It will print both. Okay, because we have both hi and hello here. Okay. Okay, we will see the next part. Okay, so far we have seen this. Okay, so for the thing we have seen, it is called as a meta characters in regular expression. Okay, it is called as a meta characteristics. Okay, then we are going to move on to some. We will see some of special sequences. Okay, special sequences in regular expression. Okay. Okay. Next thing is similar to the meta characteristic. Okay, for example. We used a cape symbol to find the start of a letter. Okay, here also in a special character, what I'm going to do is I'm going to print RE dot and find all and slash a what it's going to be A, capital A and backslash, okay, LLO, okay, the text, okay, string underscore true. I'm going to find whether the string 2 starts with the hello character. Okay, this type of method is called special sequences in our regular expression. Okay, I'm going to print this. Sorry, I made a mistake, I think so. Sorry, I misplaced the A. Okay, it should be followed by here. I'm sorry for that, my bad. Okay, we got the output here. It starts with the hello. Okay, if doesn't means it will shows me an empty value. Okay, this method also we can use to know the starting character of a string. This method is called a special sequence. Okay, special sequence in regular expression. Okay, we have a double set of another sets of regular expression, I mean special characters. We will see on. I think this is enough for you. And next set of regular expression is a set. Okay, a set of character inside a pair of square bracket. Okay, next type of it's called set. Okay, okay, next thing what I'm going to do is maybe I'm going to print or a dot find all and what I'm going to do is I'm going to HLD. Okay, in string 2. Okay, I'm trying to say how many HLD are present in the string value. Okay, we have seen this number of special characters, this number of H, L and D are present in our string as per the position of it. Okay, this method is called a set. Okay, set type of regular expression. Okay, okay, okay. Next one is an important part. Next one is the most useful part. Most of thing it is used in the validation part. Okay, sorry. Next we're going to build a simple password checking tool. Okay, using this RE. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first create an input from a user. Okay, password. It's going to be input from a user. Before that, I'm going to print a message. A to Z, and it should have a small letters or it should be a capital letter. It should contain a number 1 to 9 and it should have any one of the character, any one of the specific character. Okay, this was my password criteria. I should follow this. It should start with any of A to, it should have small alphabets, capital alphabets and a number 1 to 9 and any of this special character. Okay, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to create my validation here. Okay, validator. I'm going to create my validator here. It should start with A to Z. Okay, and next is it also contain, it may contain small alphabet that starts from A to Z and a capital A to Z. It can contain a number 1 to 9 and it should have a special character like any of this special character. Okay, this is my validation, password validation, and first thing is I'm going to compile it. Okay, first thing is I'm gonna compile. First, I'm gonna compile it. Okay, using re.compile. Okay, I'm gonna compile my validator. The password validation I should make, and next, what I'm going to do re.search. Search. I'm going to pass my password and validator. Sorry, I'm going to pass my x and validator. Okay, if y, I'm going to print password is safe and correct. Okay, else password is not safe and incorrect. Okay, okay, now I'm going to run this code block. Okay, I'm going to enter three, my password criteria have been created. I'm going to enter A, small a, and capital B. It's going to be 3 and dollar. Okay, this is going to be my password here, and my password is correct because I've passed the 3 character. I lifted the space here, I think so. Okay, once again I'm running this code. I'm typing A and 1. I'm missing a small character and a symbol also. I'm going to run this code now. I'm sorry, I made a nothing pops me. Sorry, A and 1. Password is not safe and incorrect. Okay, because I'm not validating the criteria here. Okay. Once again, I'm running this code. Okay, A1 and at. Okay, dollar like this, and when I enter this, and password is correct and safe and correct. Okay, this way we can make a password validator using our regular expression. Okay, this is how the regular expression is so powerful. Okay. Okay, in today's class we have seen about the regular expression. Okay, we will continue our session in our next class. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you.